welcome to another episode of Ghetto Geek Squad presents Electric Boogaloo and Crew. I'm your host, Electric Boogaloo. Man, I did it again, Chops.
Don't worry, one of these days you're gonna get it. You know, I think we need to
I get
have
all
like
excited
an
and
offline
stuff.
session.
I'm excited
practice.
too.
Sorry about that, but yeah,
That's
Chops.
quite all right, sir.
I'll get you next time.
You owe me a beer.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess it up. I kept quiet, so I was like, nope.
All right, say what's up to everybody. All right, first up, we got Chops. What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great, Cheering and
right.
beering.
Good to hear. All right, and Jay, what's going on?
Always a pleasure to come back here and discuss another movie.
Pleasure is all yours.
Yes, it is. I'd like to remind everybody to subscribe and hit like, on YouTube and Facebook.
And we got our returning guest, Eric is here. All right, man.
Yep, trying to keep warm still here, in cold-ass Minnesota, man. Hope you guys are doing the same. So I know it's cold in NYC, but,
Yeah, it's about we're in the 40s now.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of an Arctic blast or something right now for some
Arctic
reason.
blast.
But
You don't even know what that is.
He's talking about like this little gust of wind that's out there.
Yeah, 40 degrees. Shit, that's like jogging weather for us, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So let's get to today's movie. Yeah, fucking one of my favorites. Got the poster up in the back. Put that up. Conan the Barbarian.
Absolutely. Yep. And so before we begin, I got to break a little tension here. Here we go. Crumb.
Yes.
It had to be said.
There's so many lines in this movie that we're all gonna have to say. That everybody's gonna want to say one or two.
I know, right?
I hope somebody's got the speech down, the prayer at the end.
Oh shit! You messed it up already, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking it up.
I was sitting there, I thought I knew it, and then I was like, oh shit, wait, there's a lot more to this than I remembered. I thought it was just pretty much like, if you're not here, then the hell with you then.
That's the part I remember.
So, 1982, directed by John Milius. What I was just talking to you guys about, I just finished watching the documentary of the movie, the making of the movie, which was decent. But if you really want to see something really good, there's a documentary on John Milius. He's a crazy fucking director. He is the basis of Walter on Big Lebowski. That's where they based Walter first. He's a crazy gun enthusiast, like fucking whiskey guy, fucking cigar aficionado. Like he's like the total man's man. So he was like perfect to make this fucking movie.
Yeah,
just a violent, brutal fucking barbarian movie. But yeah, it's called Milius. It's really, really good. He did the one that really surprised me. He did Hair, which I'm like, wow.
Hair?
Yeah, Hair. The movie Hair.
Wow.
In the 70s.
I didn't know that.
Hey, he's multi-versatile.
And it's funny too because he hates hippies.
He probably thought he was, making fun of it, and it was like, it's critically acclaimed. He's like, no, that's not what I was doing.
It was an accident.
Yeah, he had a rep for running around, like driving around his freaking like his sets or whatever with a golf cart, fucking whiskey and freaking cigar in his freaking hand.
That's funny.
It was also written by Oliver Stone wrote the original treatment for it.
Yeah.
He actually had in mind like a 12-parter, man. He wanted a huge like James Bond type thing. Yeah, he wanted this huge thing where every like 2 years they would make another movie.
Because I know
why didn't they do that?
Yeah, John Milius, he wanted to make it a 3-parter.
Yeah, and then he wanted it was actually a 5-parter. He wanted to be
something about the swords, right? It was like, the first one was like the strength of the sword, and
it was actually a 5-parter, and each one was supposed to be about something different. Like this one was about how he became a hero. Then the second one was about loyalty, and the third one was about trust, and something like that. And it was like there was 5 of them or whatever.
Right, and then Oliver Stone's thing get rejected too because I heard he had like a huge like coke problem he was dealing with back in the 70s.
Well, he also wanted to make it like a futuristic, like a post-apocalyptic kind of movie, and it was like going to cost him $70 million, and the studio was like, yeah, no, we'll go somewhere else.
No, we already had Highlander 2: The Quickening. No, thank you.
See, and that's what got me about this when I'm reading all this stuff about how he had all these sequels planned, especially by him, which is a very acclaimed director. I mean, he did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I said, he's a very acclaimed writer and director, and he wound up rewriting the whole Conan script. But like we talk about like the sequels, and then like how the fuck did Destroyer come out? Like where the fuck did Destroyer come in? Like,
Hey,
I gotta find a documentary about that. Like, how the hell was that movie made?
it made all that money, the first one. So the studios always jump on. They'll grab anybody, just grab any script, put the name on it, so we could
I
get some
definitely
more.
could see that being
Arnold's a star now. We want to get more people in. Let's make it a family movie.
hell yeah. And that's a great point too, because this made Arnold a star. This took his career to another level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing too. Me growing up as a little kid, so I watched Destroyer first, and I'm like, wow,
Yes.
this is, I thought it was like the best thing ever when I was a kid, and then I finally saw Conan the Barbarian, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is so dark.
Yeah. No, it's true because
this is the 6-year-old me thinking this, man. But yeah,
no, but it was totally true because Destroyer was more kid friendly.
yeah,
So
right.
it was definitely
Okay.
more, PG movie.
More of like an adventure,
nudity. Yeah, and so
Mhm.
it was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It
it's
was all
definitely
about vengeance. The first one was about vengeance,
Mhm.
and the second one was an adventure to go.
it was like a Dungeons and Dragons movie or something
Yeah.
like that. It was like someone who
Definitely
wrote
was.
Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons. That's the same, but I had the same thing. But I was more like of a teenager when I finally just sat down and watched it one night, like late at night and everything. And I was like, holy fuck, this movie is good. It's like I didn't even realize that Conan was this great. And from there, I became a fan. I was a
It's funny. While I'm watching it, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, they keep calling him Conan the Barbarian, but this guy is learned. He's trained. He's had
well
all
because
this,
he comes from the barbarian tribe. It's the tribe of
Yeah.
barbarians.
Learned all different types of languages and writing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, he's a scholar. Scrolls.
That's just his origins. And actually, they never called him a barbarian in any of the books. He's always the Sumerian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
But the remake they did, if anybody remembers it.
With Jason Momoa.
Oh, Jason Momoa. Whatever. But they had a great beginning for that one. The beginning was great with that movie, and then it kind of just like went off. But they explained more about the barbarian tribes and everything. Remember, like Ron Perlman played his father.
Man, I barely remember it. I saw it when it first came out at the theater. When it was like 10 years
Me and
ago.
Jason went to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like early 2000. No, it had to be right after Game of
2011?
Thrones.
Yeah, it was after Game of Thrones. I'm pretty sure of that.
2011?
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, it's
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
right.
remember yesterday.
We saw it in shitty 3D too. I remember.
Oh,
3D was horrible.
Back
We're
when
like, what the
when
fuck?
3D was a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you something. It's very important to Lewis.
When it's a good move, when they do it right. It was at that time. It was when Avatar came out, and then everybody was doing 3D, and they're like, the movie wasn't even made in 3D. They were just slapping 3D on it.
And I've always hated 3D. Avatar changed my whole perspective on that, and I don't think I've ever seen a 3D that ever
Nah,
matched
there isn't.
it.
Nope.
Brought that magic back to me.
Actually,
I'll have to watch it someday. I mean, is it as good as everyone says it is?
No.
Or-
Not Avatar itself. I'm just, that's just a typical story of,
Right. Oh, okay.
humans taking shit that don't belong to them.
he's dancing with wolves.
Yeah, exactly. I meant like the 3D effects in the theater.
It was
You
sick.
can't get that
It was
again.
sick.
Like it was in the theater. I mean, like I'm watching the movie and I keep going, because the things are just floating all over.
Pollen, yeah, it had all pollen and everything.
Thinking it was like, but
Actually, I also got to say, My Bloody Valentine 3D was awesome.
Yes.
yeah.
I have
definitely
that
one
on
of my
Blu-ray
favorites.
3D, and that shit looks hot.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
let's move on. We'll move on to the. I never knew. I always called him Mako, and now I found out it's Mako.
I called him Mako too.
I don't know if it's
shit.
because
Mako, yep, Mako. Mhm.
You know
Mako.
why? Because I don't think there was ever any money to correct us. So we
Yeah,
just
exactly.
leave it as it
When I saw the
Yeah.
documentary, they were like, "Oh, so Mako, we got Mako on board," and I'm like, "Wow, oh shit, that's how you say his
Yeah,
name
Mako.
all these years."
is.
Better get Mako.
Better get Mako.
Someone needs a paint card.
Better get Mako. Does a nice paint job.
Yeah, they do.
You got his cool introduction or whatever. Before the seas of time, he's just fucking awesome. He played Splinter too, right?
Before the oceans
It
drink
definitely
the
sounds
land.
like it.
Right? He was Splinter. I know you're a big Ninja Turtle fan. He was Splinter.
Yeah, he
right? The
was
voice?
Splinter in the. That was one of his last roles in the TMNT. What was it, the CGI movie? He did the.
Oh, he was in that one too.
Splinter.
Was he the one in
Yep.
the live action, the 1990 one?
No, he was not. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh,
What
okay.
was he? He also voiced Aku in Samurai Jack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the
Okay,
first four
awesome.
seasons. So I don't know who replaced him in the final season of Samurai Jack, because
Okay.
it was dormant for many years, and he passed away 2006, I believe.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he was great.
Interesting.
He was great whenever he showed up in the movie.
They
yeah,
actually,
shit was going down when he was in the movie. So
They the movie was actually supposed to be narrated by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the production company was like,
Yeah, dude. And
I don't
now
know
I'm
with his
going.
accent.
Yeah,
I was king.
yeah, that would have been rough, especially because that was his first acting job too. So
Yeah.
he really,
But I tell you, with that in mind, I mean, even with that in mind, I was watching it. I was like, you know what? He really did do a good job, because I saw that Joe Weider movie. Or Weider, how do you spell his last name? The weightlifting guy. Like basically how he found Arnold and he pumped
Pumping
him up.
Iron.
Yeah, no. This is like a story about the Joe Weider. I think it's Weider.
I think you're right. Yeah.
But how he found Arnold and then trained him and everything so he could win the Ironman contest and stuff like that, and build his product and everything. No, it's not Pumping Iron. It's not a real documentary. It's like a movie about, like there's a big guy that's playing Arnold and everything like that. But yeah.
Well, he had.
But how they
This is what
grabbed him.
happened. He wound up having James Earl Jones, fucking Academy Award-winning freaking actor, Max von Sydow, and he was helping them keep in shape. So in turn, they were teaching him acting. So he had two fucking like high quality fucking actors to teach him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. He actually had to chill out on his workout regimen because his arms are so big he couldn't hold the sword properly. So they had to make him shrink a little bit so that way he could hold the sword.
Well, he stopped. He stopped. He retired from weightlifting from Mr. Olympia, like 1975.
75. No, 75, I believe. After he won.
Yeah, after he won.
75.
Yeah.
Oh, 75. He retired.
How many times he won that? Like 5 times or 7 times?
I don't know.
And I know that he said back in the 80s he did come back into it.
Yeah.
And he won, and they said it was very controversial or whatever.
Yep,
But
exactly.
I was like, yeah, you tell him that he didn't win.
Yeah, right.
It's fucking Conan, man.
I know, right?
So
it starts off with the Nietzsche slogan, which doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
Makes us stronger, yes. But is that Russian?
No, Nietzsche was German, right?
No, Nietzsche.
German.
Yeah. Nietzsche is a philosopher.
From Germany, right?
I do.
But it was Germany, right? It was Germany.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wasn't that the Superman, right?
Okay.
The Superman kind of thing. The Superman. Theory?
Actually, I don't remember the original quote, but I'm pretty sure they misquoted it.
They changed it. They changed it. They
They
did.
changed it, yeah. Because it was in
It was
German.
based off of that. Because it was in German, no. It didn't get lost in translation, buddy.
They changed it after the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor. So you get the music, man. The fucking music is amazing in this freaking movie.
Oh yeah, forget it. Even as a child, like every time you grabbed the sword, it was always dun 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 dun. dun. You always played that song,
Like everything.
Hey,
if Testosterone was a song, that would be it. You know what I'm saying?
100%, man. 100%. Hell yeah.
Used throughout all
everything,
movies.
like the marching sines or whatever, and when they start doing that kind of like operatic kind of stuff. Crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a He-Man sword.
Actually, they said it cost like $10,000.
$10,000 to make that sword.
Yeah, they had 2 of them.
Which one, the Conan sword or the or Conan's father's sword?
There's
Conan's
two
sword.
of them. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Yeah, I think
two of them.
both of them.
His
They said, no,
father's
they said there was the Conan sword was the
his father.
The one he found.
Yeah,
The
what they
one
call
he
it?
found off the old ruler, or the tomb. He found in the tomb. Yeah.
Atlantean. I think they called it the Atlantean sword or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's supposed to be Atlantis that he found. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then his father saw, like you say, But yeah, this is before He-Man now, so
Yeah.
He-Man stole it from him, if anything.
That's right, man. Yeah.
But I tell you, his family was some skilled swordsmen, man. That sword he made was badass. What was inscribed? Do you remember what the inscription was? It was something like
something with guilt or something. Oh yeah, it was a good one.
It's like ye have no guilt as long as you're in the service of Crom or something like that.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
That was on the sword. Yeah.
Yeah. The sword that they made, because it starts off with the parents making the sword, right?
Right.
His father.
Yeah, badass
well,
too,
the mom
man.
too.
You know,
she was wrapping the leathers and stuff.
Ah,
yep,
Good
badass
props,
too. Not
man.
even dipping it in the water, just dipped it in the snow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
word,
yeah, right.
Because even the
You
mom
know,
is badass. Like everybody was
Yeah.
word.
badass.
That's what I would say. Yeah, she like even how she went out. I was like, wow, But yeah, his father's sitting there giving him the laws of the sword. The sword is
The riddle of steel.
riddle of
Yep,
steel.
the
There
real
you go.
steel. So yeah, and you had young Conan played by Nev Campbell.
I was gonna say, really?
You
I
tell me
could
what?
see it.
That's
That was
funny.
a joke. They just look just alike, though.
It's so funny because like I did the same thing in this movie, like with the two henchmen. They look like freaking Lemmy from freaking Motorhead and freaking Iron Maiden.
I kept saying, I
And
gotta
Bruce
look it
Dickinson.
up, 'cause I'm sure this guy is from a band or something.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He looked like he was from a hair band. Definitely.
No, he's actually a football player.
Oh, is that what
Yep,
it is?
Oakland Raiders. Yeah, he
Yep,
played
there
for
you
the
go.
Oakland Raiders. And then the
Yep.
other one, he's a former bodybuilder, I think, and stuntman too.
I could
He did 14
guy.
movies with
The
Arnold
hammer
Schwarzenegger.
guy, right?
Yep, and you've seen Mallrats, right?
It was LaForge, right?
That was LaFours. Yep.
I thought I was like, holy shit, man! I was thinking that, and I was like, I couldn't find him on the IMDb credits, and I'm like, I could have sworn that he was LaForge.
Yep. Definitely LaFours. Yep. Mhm.
Son of Jarrell Neil Tazar. I just watched that the other day on my birthday because JT wanted to see that shit. So funny. They just came out a 2K scan of that.
So
Yeah, so the invaders come. They come to town.
Yep.
Got the cool ass music and everything. You got the whole.
Conan's just playing in the woods, young Conan, and then he sees the horses coming and the guy standing on the little cliff right there. He's knowing
the crazy
shit's
guy
about to
just
break
pop out
down.
of nowhere, just like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go. Like, how'd you beat out the horses, man?
Yeah.
That's what they hired him for.
He probably was scouting the place for like 3 days or something like
Yeah,
that.
right. Well, you know what? They were like 5 seconds behind him, so it's like it's not like you can like, no, wait, there's a whole bunch of people. Stop!
Right.
Run behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think they came for? Do you think they came for the women and the children? Do you
Well,
think
no, they came for the
steel?
steel. He said that later on in the movie.
Yes.
They came for the steel.
He said the
It
shit.
just made me think about that too. I was like, wait a minute, yeah, did they ever say that? But yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He says I was
James Earl
because I was
Jones,
younger then. I was
yeah.
thirsty for steel or something like that.
Exactly. That's
Right.
exactly when he does.
And,
Yeah.
and his father said wise word to him. He said, you can't trust anyone. Can't trust the women. Can't trust the children. You can trust the steel. Save you by the trust.
Where'd you live by, huh?
Yep. Yeah, right. He'll never let you down.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
his
man.
father was holding his own, man. He was slicing them up and stuff, but of course, they got to get him in the back.
Yeah, I still got to get that quote laminated. You know how people have like Bible quotes like laminated and plastered in their kitchen. I
You're
need
gonna have
that
it embroidered.
That'd be cool.
I need that embroidered in my kitchen. Yeah, right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The words of Crumb. Yeah.
I worship Crumb.
Crummism. Crumb.
Yeah, right.
Crumb shrine.
Hey, man, if Scientology works, why not?
Oh man.
Cut those motherfuckers up. We believe in steel. No fucking aliens in this motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bringing in new members, man. Yes, sit and watch this movie Conan right now. And
Now-
we'll give you our pamphlets.
Exactly.
You're
This is how
what's
L.
the
Ron
joys in
Hubbard.
life?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, I came out, I was a boy when I watched this movie, and when it was over, I was a man. I'm done.
So
Did he
now
get-
the mom is trying to protect Conan, little young Conan.
She picks up this sword and holds it up. It's funny because they just keep passing this one sword around. It happens to be his dad's sword and stuff. And then James Earl Jones winds up keeping it anyway. It's like, what's so special about that one sword? I mean, it was badass. I'm not gonna lie.
It was made from Pop's hands.
Yeah.
But that scene is cool too. The way the freaking like the sword just drops, whatever, and then you just see her drop it like the head got cut off.
That really, I was
She
just
was
like,
still holding on to his hand. When
Yeah,
the
watch
head
it
got
hold
chopped
on to
off.
his hand. Yeah,
that's harsh, man.
Yeah. Plus, he kind of like gave her that look like he was gonna spare her or something. Then next thing you know, it was
Word.
a done deal.
Yeah, it wasn't even a stabbing. It was.
One quick woman
That was
so.
cold. You know, it's like, yeah, let's not prolong this, kid. We gotta keep going. So
Which I always thought was funny because, all right, so I think there's 2 beheadings in the movie that are just quick slices, and then the final one is like fucking realistic where he's like hacking at that motherfucker.
yeah.
I love that scene. I love that shit, man.
That just shows the anger. Chop that bitch up.
Definitely.
You know?
And they just made the sword, so it didn't slice nothing yet. It probably took sharpening it when they first made it. So that shit was sharp as hell.
Yep. So what's it called? So now that they show he's part of the line there, they got all the kids.
The Wheel of Death.
Yep. Which I find kind of funny because, like you see him pushing the Wheel of Death and stuff like that. And as time progresses, there's less people. And then next thing you know, it's just him. And then
That's his strength. That's why he's so big.
No.
He can do it by himself.
No, but the point is that once it stopped, I mean, what was the purpose of turning that thing? Once he stopped, there was nobody left. He was like, yeah, I'm going to get into it. Let's get out of here.
What the fuck. Yeah, what the fuck was it? Was it water? Was it grain? I don't know.
Yeah, somebody, what was it doing? It's like, we just built this wheel here for you, just keep you busy, until we figure out.
Right. Did everybody else drop dead and his wheel kept him alive by himself to push the thing? I don't know.
Yeah. Or did they all get picked off? There's
I understand. It was the wheel of pain. So if you couldn't take it.
Yeah, but what was the point? If you have a child,
wasn't the
you
Wheel
want
of
to
Death?
train him to do
Yeah,
something.
the wheel of pain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but like I'm saying, what does it do? There's got to be a reasoning for it.
Yeah,
It's like grain or water or some kind of shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then once they took him, it was like nobody was manning it. It was like, what the fuck was the purpose this whole time? He's like, wait a minute, you telling me I've been turning this thing the whole time and they never needed to go?
We're out of business.
And in real life too, it was so light for him that he kept pushing it and it was going too fast. So they actually had crew members on the other side pushing back against him, so he would slow down.
Wow.
Damn.
Then they got the big reveal. Now it's Conan. And get the music swelling. I love it, man. I'm telling you, I just gotta get crazy off that shit. And
see the Rottweilers dressed up in that little fancy outfit that attacked?
Yeah. Back when they rip his father apart,
Yeah, the Rottweilers.
Yeah, the little
I
hat.
didn't notice it.
I
didn't catch all that talk about Chrome. He would have had a better death, man. He got taken out by a couple dogs.
No, he got freaking ripped to pieces. I mean, because he was in the back and he was like, oh, but them dogs, like, he was still alive. He was getting ripped to pieces.
Because of my incident with dogs, I can't see dogs. I can't see Rottweilers, especially. I totally black it out of my head. I got bit by a Rottweiler when I was a kid.
A cute little outfit there, He had a little leather outfit thing going on with a matching hat going on, Yeah. I think it was the Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret.
Now you skip over to where they throw him in the pit.
Yes.
He's fighting. He's doing his classic Arnold scream. Ah!
There you go. Everybody had to do the quote.
You have to do it. You got to do it.
That's funny. He's like, what the hell's going on? Why is this guy fucking biting me? What the fuck?
He was biting his neck.
I know. He's like,
I could watch a whole movie about fucking Conan the Pit Fighter. Like, that shit was just so fucking cool, man. It was just
that'd be an awesome prequel, man.
Right?
Yeah, Conan the Pit.
And it's funny, the whole time you don't hear him. He's never said a word throughout the whole movie, right? It's like 20 minutes into it. I don't even know.
Yeah, he barely speaks in the whole movie itself.
I don't know, but those one weapons he gave him though were fucking awesome. Kind of reminded me like from Voldo from Soul Calibur or something like that. Man, he had the claws.
Yes.
The spike on there and the spike on
with the spikes on him and just stabbing him.
Yep.
Yep, and then when he wins, he does the pose like this, like Voldo. That was awesome.
Good his arms, yeah.
He's eating that up. He was like Maximus Aurelius, huh? He was eating that shit up, Are you not entertained?
He was
loving it, man. Ugh.
Yeah, that was fucking really cool, man. I love that shit. So then that redheaded dude, the ginger, takes him. He takes him to the War Masters, which is really cool. And that's what we talked about before about how he learns how to read, write. Learns how to fight. The Japanese guy that was training him is the actual sword instructor for
the sword instructor, 9th degree black belt in karate too. Also a karate master, also a master in kendo. What was his name? Kiyoshi Yamazaki. I think that's his name. Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Well, I had to
Yeah,
be
he's
sure.
Eric's a big martial arts guy.
They trained Arnold in a whole bunch of stuff like horseback riding. He was trained to because
They-
they
they-
didn't
they-
have a stunt double that could match his size, so he had to do all his own stunts. So they
Man, they really put him
had
to
to
work
like
for
jump
that.
off of
Same thing
like
with
fences
yeah.
and
Sandal
things.
too. The girl
Yeah.
Sandal.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
couldn't find a
Yeah,
stunt double for her
definitely.
either.
No, yeah,
Um, What was cool about that was that the director wanted to make sure that everything was authentic.
Mhm.
So that's why
Mhm.
everything worked. Those booby traps at the end, they all worked. They were real.
Yeah.
Oh, and again, so now here's another thing that's crazy about him. He's also a military technician.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So he created he made up those whole plans at the ending. So it's like that's how
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you, this guy's like he was a man. You got to watch the documentary. It's really good to see how crazy he is.
oh yeah.
Then you get to the line everybody knows. Conan, what is best in life?
Crush
Who's
your
got the first
enemies.
one? Who's got the first one? Come on, you want
I
to do
got
it.
the first
You
one.
said,
Go for it.
Crush your enemies.
see them driven before you.
And hear the lamentation of the women.
What was the lame one? He was like, the horse at your fleet, the falcon at your or something, and the wind blowing through
To
your
rape
hair.
the horses and ride off on the women.
And he's like,
wrong.
wrong, Conan.
And then Conan said, "You died there. Wind blowing in your hair. What the hell?
Wind blowing.
Wind blowing in your hair.
A nice gentle breeze on your balls while you take a pee.
And you frolic through the forest.
So we get
Yeah, that's
so,
when you
so
see him like they're reading the scrolls and stuff.
yeah.
and,
So now Red finally just lets him go, right? He
Mhm.
frees him. He says, he says something to him.
You're free.
You're free, right? He says something like that.
You're free.
Conan just books it.
Yeah, let me backtrack a second here. Like, I love the part when he first gets him. He's like, sit here.
Mm.
Sit here. Me and some buddies from my job back in the day, we used to always talk about when the scene, we let Conan go, he freed him. So we would talk about the next morning, right? The redhead guy wakes up from his hangover and he's like, what the fuck did I just do? Why did I let him go? He's like my gold mine right here. He was
They're
making
like,
me
this
laugh
guy
so
just
much.
freaking broke out. I swear. Why would I let him go?
That's true,
Right.
Cocaine has drugs. That's funny.
Yeah, like, where do you get the conscience from all of a sudden? Like,
Yeah, right.
Right.
Then go, get out of here. Go, get out of here. I don't know.
he's getting chased by those rabid dogs that was supposed to be really, really fucked up.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
actually, they
you know,
there was
two of them were German shepherds.
they were really mean dogs. They like attacked
yeah.
the owner and stuff. They like the trainer and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they
So-
attacked him too. They jumped on his back. And
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They,
did
they
you
actually
see
got the
video?
footage of that on
I was
the
gonna say I saw the
documentary.
footage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why you hear him like, ah! He's trying to climb up the rocks and the dog caught up with him and just grab him down and stuff. You see him like, ah!
What you about to say, Chops?
I was going to say that German shepherds weren't created until the 1890s. And the movie's supposed to take place in the BC, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. They say like
Yeah.
10,000 BC or something.
10,000 BC. So,
Oh, wow, that's an interesting fact. Yeah,
That is.
I
That
know
is.
that. Mm-hmm.
They blew it.
They blew
I love the fact. I love the fact that it's like they weren't invented yet. Like somebody's like,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
shit, look
yeah,
what I
it-
invented, a
it-
German
yeah,
Shepherd.
it was BC. It took place
The
before the
breed
oceans
wasn't
Great
created.
Atlantis. What the hell?
All right.
It's not even a Germany yet, but you know what? Fuck it, let's call them German Shepherds.
German Shepherd, hey.
So yeah, he falls into the cave, and then that's when he gets the skeleton. He sees the skeleton. It's Crom.
Mhm.
Because the armor falls
yeah.
off.
Yeah, I remember when I watched that as a little kid too. When I first saw that, and he was going down, and he saw his Crumb. I thought that was Crumb himself.
Yeah,
Right
me
there,
too.
right
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's the same
Because he
thing.
had the sword.
You know?
That's what got me confused. I thought,
Right.
okay,
Mhm.
that's Crumb because he had the fucking sword. Okay, he's dead.
Right.
Well,
Mhm.
that's what
Right.
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like Atlantean steel, so therefore that's why it's like so strong and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with James Earl Jones and the blue eyes? Really? Like, what the fuck?
It's his snake eyes, man.
First of all, he's James L. Jones, bitch.
Yeah, right.
You don't question what James L. Jones does.
I was about to say, you don't see him like
Don't
a
ever
hand
do
that
that.
doesn't come.
No, he could do that.
It's like,
You're gonna be like Rick Moranis and get punched fucking from out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
Apology accepted, Admiral.
We'll get to that when we get to the
Mhm.
You just reminded me of something about that. So now he meets the sexy witch.
Yeah, yeah. Lucky him,
He
huh?
banged the future out of her.
Yeah.
It was going
wanna-
so well.
You want to come sit by my fire?
And the way he tosses her into the fire is hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's just like, throw me, bitch.
Like, it's like the way you throw a cat off your lap and shit. It's just like,
It's two snakes joining each other as one.
And snakes.
oh yeah, the two snakes. Yeah, I forgot what they
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's describing, she's
Mhm.
telling his future that he's gonna be king.
So,
Mhm.
so this is a running joke at my job. Me and my friend always used to quote this movie. When he meets the thief, and he goes, "Who are you?"
Who are you? Give me food.
Yeah, but yeah, we always just do that. Who
Who
are
are you?
I have not eaten for days.
I had a soundboard at work. And I used to fucking drive everybody crazy with that shit, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like, who's your daddy and what does he do? There's so many great ones he had.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember having that soundboard too.
Oh, it was great.
Joe
And-
Pesci.
And then it was the favorite one at work too. Was like whenever you got into trouble, it was like, "What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do wrong?" So what's his name? Sam
Sibutai.
Subutai. There you go.
Yes.
I'll leave it to the martial arts expert. No, this is funny. So this guy is nothing. He's not an actor. He's nothing. He's a fucking surfer that surfs with the director. Again, the director
Oh,
also.
that's pretty
The
funny.
Oh,
director's
really?
also a
That's
surfer.
how, he was buddies with the director, so
Yeah.
that's how he got the.
So
got the gig.
every time they
Well,
were
he
trying
had
to
the
surf,
look.
yes, exactly. He
I
definitely
was
had the
gonna
look.
say he definitely
Definitely.
played the part, man. I'd never
Word.
known.
Mhm.
Every time they were reading for the part, somebody was reading for the part. He was like, "Nah, we need somebody that's like more like Jerry Lopez. We need somebody like
Mhm.
Jerry Lopez." And then finally they were just like, "Why don't you just fucking get Jerry Lopez?" So they had him read the fucking part, and they were like, "He's not that bad. A little work, we could do that." He made Jerry Lopez go to Mako's school for acting
Oh, okay.
6 months. So he fucking did a fucking stand-up job, man.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
dude. He did.
I don't know. It's
Even-
something about them surfers, man. that just hit it in the action. I don't
That's what
know,
I'm saying.
man.
Even Arnold,
Yeah,
man,
man.
he did a bang up job. I believed him.
And you know what it was too? They also
I
had
think
a
he'd been a
great
little bit
director.
stiff, man, but nah, he had some.
You had this multiple Academy Award-winning and nominated director. I mean, you think about it. He did Cuckoo's Nest. Like everybody
Yeah.
who's everybody's in that fucking movie.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You got Nicholson, fucking Brad
Yeah,
Dourif.
they made-
Yeah,
Yeah, they made mad stars out of that.
yeah, exactly. Danny
Yeah,
DeVito was in
definitely.
that too. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Then they go run to town. They go
Well, yeah,
run to
they had
town.
they're running to town from town to town. But they had the little conversation in the fire or whatever, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like talking about their religion.
Who do you
He's
play
like, my
to?
God's
Yep.
greater. Your God lives underneath me.
My God, the four winds, my God.
Yes,
like
right to the
I
four
said
winds.
Yeah, and he's just like fuck. Shit, he's right.
Yeah, he says,
right.
Conan says, if I die, he will ask me, what is the riddle of steel?
If I do not answer, he would cast me out of Valhalla. That is Chrome strong on his move. Now, Sibutai, he stated that he was Arcadian. So here's another fun fact. Arcadian was also the Scorpion King, too. He was Arcadian.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah, so they were
Cool.
basically from the same race. Which
Well, they
is-
were known as an assassination.
Wow, awesome.
For being assassins and
That's fucking
races,
cool. That's very cool. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Good fact. Good fact.
So I was thinking about that too, because when we were talking originally about Conan being a barbarian, and you were saying that originally he was supposed to be Arcadian, I was like, wasn't Simutai the Arcadian? I guess maybe that's why they put it in.
No,
there.
he's Conan's
Sumerian.
Sumerian.
Oh no, you're talking
Yeah,
Sumerian.
Sumerian.
Okay.
That's from the
Okay.
books and everything. I never read the books, but I read the comic books that were based off the books.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how they would read. I definitely would like to check them out one day. So you guys, they're going around the town asking everybody about the snakes, snakes, whatever. The set.
Then they get to the
They get
raunchy
they get
town.
high. They meet that guy that gives them the lotus, the black lotus.
Yes. Yes.
What does he say? He says something like to the
Yeah, you better not be.
yeah, like some skank weed or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You better not be no project shit.
Well,
Oh, yeah, that's so
when
funny.
the vote's played, I don't want that shit.
and they're
Glad you got
fucked
the
up.
slayers as such as yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when he punches the camel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
fuck the
bumps
fuck
into it,
up.
and he knocked the camera out. Boom.
You missed it
Yeah.
too when they're walking down.
Yeah,
Somebody
wasn't
says
didn't he hack a? No, that was the second one.
that was
Yeah,
the second
there was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he hacked the loogie on his. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
got
And
it,
they punch it. He was like, "I'm sorry, I did that," and spits on him, and he punches it out
Yeah,
again.
it was supposed to be like the same camel. Remembered him or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh
one of
yeah.
the-
There's so
one
many
of the
things that
late-
disappoint me about that movie. You just made me like get really sad real quick. I say the best part about Destroyer is Bob the Goon is in it.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
Right, they're walking through town, through the steps, and one of the ladies say something.
Yes, that's what.
She said something about, I will give you the wages of evil. And the guy goes, I am evil.
No, but the way he said, he goes, "I am evil," and then
I
Conan
am
was like,
evil.
"Get away, you slut!"
Yeah, the prostitute, like,
Yeah.
like a whore, something like that.
So they tell him about the tower.
Yeah.
Thulsa Dooms. He's got a giant snake there, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like there's like all kinds of demon stuff. The guy was telling him about the Black Lotus guy.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go climb the tower, and that's where they meet Valeria.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, again referencing Destroyer. That part was awesome too. When he's drunk and he's trying to tell the girl about what a great woman is, and he's like Valeria.
And that's funny too because they wait to Destroyer to give her a name because they never mentioned her name in the first movie.
Nope.
Yeah.
You're right.
So she was nameless. She was pretty much nameless in the original
Did nothing.
Barbarian.
Yes.
And it's funny too because that scene right now is the only time Conan actually ever talks to her in the entire movie.
Yeah.
And he started, "Are you a guard?"
God.
You know, he's like, "Oh, no." He was like, "You're not a god," you know. But
He's
it's
short
funny,
for a
he
stormtrooper.
goes climb the tower with no rope because that's what
Yeah,
she-
she's like, "Do you know what horrors lie above the on the other side of the castle?" He's like, "No." Then you go first.
First, yeah, that's great.
There you go. That's the best.
Yeah, because
Oh, man,
the
that's
other time she's always talking to him, telling her about how much she loves him and shit, but he never says anything to her.
Which we could talk about that real quick. I didn't realize how much of a cool love story that really was.
Yeah.
For some reason, this time, kind of like I really caught a lot of the stuff she was saying. I was like, damn, this is like actually a little decent love story. Then I found out in the tagline of the original, the poster, it was something like he will take the kingdom by land with the sword, and she will take him by the hand or something like that.
Yeah.
Weird. But I was like, I never saw that tagline before because I was like, because you would never think of it as a romantic movie or whatever. Like,
No.
he conquered an empire. He conquered an empire with his sword. She conquered him with her bare hands.
I was gonna say that almost sounded like a porno kind of.
Yes.
Like a line.
But so they had this kind of like whole ceremony thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got the giant
Like
snake
the
in
whole
the pit.
orgy thing going on.
Yep.
Actually, a lot of
Sacrificing
the
virgins and
vision-
shit.
I forget what the artist's name was, but a lot of the visionaries were like based off of some artists.
Frank Frazetta. What's his?
Yeah.
I couldn't pronounce his name. I might as well try.
He remember that movie Fire and Ice, Jay?
Yeah.
The cartoon. Did you ever see that one, Eric? Fire and Ice.
It was back in
Yeah,
those days.
it was an older movie. It was a cartoon movie with the barbarians. They did roller
Shit,
scope.
no. Is this any good? No.
Yeah. It's actually. I mean, I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't know if it holds up.
Fire.
It's like the time
Right.
of.
I think it's on Prime. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll send
If
you
it's
the
on
link for
Prime,
it.
then I'll have to check that out. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'll send you the link for that.
All right.
Definitely cool stuff. It was like a whole '70s cartoon thing where they a lot of the cartoons then they would like actually film real people and then just kind of put the cartoon over it.
Okay.
Oh,
You know, like
Okay,
heavy
yeah.
metal. The heavy metal did that.
Heavy
right?
metal. Yeah, heavy metal did
No.
that. Yeah, heavy metal.
Definitely
did
seen heavy metal for sure.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like that style of cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, like violent. Everything was cool. It was good shit. What were you saying, Chops?
no, I wasn't there. I was agreeing.
Oh, so he's going for the diamond. I mean, for the jewel, whatever. And then the snake comes out. I love how he just fucking nonchalantly just like and just spins around and just fucking puts the freaking sword right into his mouth.
This fucking thing. Like I've seen these kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's not even shocked
didn't
about
care,
it.
Man.
Like,
He was like wrestling with it, putting it in the headlock.
Oh,
and everything.
Hey, choked it out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn, man.
Shibukai comes out with the arrow.
Yeah. So the director was actually shooting those arrows.
Oh,
Yeah, really?
He wound up being he said he wound up being the best archer out of everybody there. So he was the one who shot. He goes, but the worst part was that Arnold's head was like freaking 2 feet below it, where he had to shoot.
Wow.
It's like he was shooting the arrow. I didn't give a shit about it. It was just fucking Arnold's head was right there.
It's like, hey, you know, you think you just use some movie magic or something.
Well, and Arnold says that. He says, you know, it's not like the movies today where, you know, most of this time nothing is there and they just edit later tomorrow on the computer. He goes, yeah, he literally says that. He's like, you can edit tomorrow on the computer. I think it was an older interview because he was definitely younger and it was probably like early 2000. Or probably before he became mayor.
Right.
Or governor, I mean. But but he was saying, he's like, yeah, like, you know, everything you had to do it right there, and this director was hands on. Like, everything's got to look real, man. Everything's got to be real.
Right.
And he pulled it off.
And so the lady jumps off, and you see the snake in pieces and shit like that.
But first time when she jumps off and she screams, I'm like, all right, she's getting eaten up. Well, the snake dead. My bad, damn. And the guy sitting there like, God damn it, that was my friend. Why'd you kill him?
Now you just broke your ankle.
So they're all running and everything. Everybody's chasing and fighting, whatever. They get out, and then she says that line before she jumps. Do you want to live forever? And then she jumps.
That was like her little adrenaline junkie line. Do you want to live forever?
Yeah.
Exactly.
She would say that before, you know, she would do some high risk, you know, type of thing.
But adrenaline line, exactly.
So I love the montage too, where they're all just getting drunk and enjoying their riches and shit like that.
To the point where they just like it doesn't even mean anything to them anymore because
exactly.
so much access.
Is this the one where he falls asleep in the bowl?
Yeah. The thing comes to collect him and stuff, so that way you know he can go find his daughter and shit. And,
he
like knocking him and shit. He's like,
he falls over.
She can barely lift the sword her damn self. She's like,
oh yeah. And I like that because they take him to King Ariska, or Orca. Ariska. I've got to say now.
Ariska, I guess it is. I'm not going to.
Osric. King Osric.
Osric, okay.
Played by the late great Max von Sydow, also named the Merciless.
Oh yeah. Actually, Arnold said it was like that was the first great actor he'd ever worked with.
Yeah, because and he was teaching Arnold about acting too while they were doing that. They wanted. What were you saying?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Oh yeah, and that short scene he had was just fucking phenomenal. I mean, just you know,
he really does.
He had the awesome lines. Yeah.
Yep. The speech is fucking sick. Yeah. I like that. I like that they're like, wasn't there 3 of you? And they're like, no, he got killed by lions. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that guy.
He got caught.
Oh, you met the Mexican? Yeah, so you were saying that, Jay was saying that, they want him to find his daughter.
Yep.
Now with Tulsa Doom and everything. And again, great speech.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember it.
Little thieves.
There comes a time, Barbarian, where the jewels loses its luster and the throne room becomes a prison. And there's nothing left but a father's love for his daughter, or something like that.
That's pretty damn good, man. Hell yeah, bravo.
I think that was pretty damn close in there, but other than that,
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Picky motherfucker. He's like, no, you didn't mention the gold, man.
Yeah, the gold. Yeah, the gold loses its luster. There we go.
Yes, the gold loses its luster. Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, redemption.
Redemption.
So she's like, fuck it, I don't want to do this shit. Let's just fucking boat. Let's me and you be together
Yeah,
forever and all that.
take out Richard and break out.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, like more of that romantical stuff that I didn't catch it the first time. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, there really is some room. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say I
and you know he like agrees with her by making love to her or something like that. I
Yeah, he
guess
just
doesn't say
holds on to
anything.
her. You know, he just hugs her and stuff, and,
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
wakes up and left her a jewel.
Yep, that's it. Yeah,
yeah, he
he's
takes
a man
off.
on the.
Yeah, he breaks out.
He's a
Right?
man on the
He takes
mission,
off.
man.
So you gotta
He's a-
think now. Are you treating me like a whore, or is this saying like I'll be back for it? Are you trying to pay me?
Right.
Yeah.
So now he's going around asking for the now. So I have these, like, there's not even anything on the Blu-ray that says it, but it's a special edition.
Mhm.
They released this on DVD a long time ago, like in like early 2000, and this one has a lot of extra scenes in it. So I wanted to ask you guys, because this is the only version I've seen the last couple of times, because the ending is totally different, which I'll get to when we get to that. But when he's asking for people, do they show him like really asking a lot of people about they do?
Yeah, he goes
Okay,
to a bunch of people. Yeah.
one of the scenes that was extended was when him and Subutai are going around town asking about it. There's a lot more scenes on that, and also them talking too
Oh, okay.
on this version.
They have scenes even with Scimitar, you know, like where they're eating chicken and walking and talking. And...
No, they're eating a lizard on a stick.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
and that was the director that told it to him. He was like, "I'm the only director that would cut out his own scene."
Damn.
But yo, when he sees the Children of Doom, like, holy shit, is that like totally hippies?
Yeah.
Like, just like,
the flowers and shit. Yeah, exactly.
Child.
It was like leftovers from his hair freaking shoot.
Well, I got a bunch of hair stuff. Let's use that. Yeah, good idea.
And they're the ones who tell him where Doom is, where Tulsa is.
Boom.
And then he meets fucking Wizard.
Mako.
Fucking Wizard is awesome.
Yeah, that's funny. They just hit it off right from the bat.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't do nothing. He's just like walking down. You know, Conan was just passing, and Mako came out to his apartment, starting to yell like a crazy man and shit. You know, like, "Hey, don't you know who I am? It's like I'm a powerful wizard and shit." He's like, "Damn, who the hell are you?" But I was just walking. I was just.
He just starts laughing. Yep.
They both just start laughing. They're like, "Ah!"
Let's set the campfire now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's eat rabbit.
You make a funny.
Which is funny because I read somewhere too that they gave him a name, Akiro. But I never heard that name either. Just like
because they only call him Wizard.
They always call him, and even in the end credits, I looked at the end credits and it says Wizard.
No.
So I don't know where that came from. I don't know.
Maybe it's one of those
in Destroyer.
They just like they named Valeria.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And he teaches them how to ride a camel.
Nah, he never rode one before. He never rode a camel in his life. He almost broke that camel.
Hell yeah.
Big ass dude.
He was destroyed on the camel's back.
Yes,
That was a dad joke. That was like so bad.
You know, when I say them, I always catch myself. I'd be like, "How you like that dad joke?" Eh? So I make it okay because I make fun of myself. You know,
we're getting older now. We can get away with those now.
Yeah.
So he rides into the hippie commune. That's the only thing I can call it, with flowers and everything.
I like it.
Yeah, he asked Mako for some flowers. He's like, "What do you need flowers for?" He's like, "Don't flowers grow around here?" He's like, "For a girl."
That's what now. He says for a girl, so I'm thinking he's going back to Valeria, but no, he's going to the hippie commune.
Nah, he was bullshit.
He's got like flowers in his hair and shit like that.
I mean, do you think he was gonna be like, "Well, I was gonna become one of those little hippie dippy little guys"?
Yeah.
Laugh at him. You know,
and the way he freaking comes off when he's talking to the guys, and
I was just getting
when he comes over, he goes, "I'm too shy."
I'm too shy.
I'm scared.
That shit disturbed me since I was a kid. He's like, "Do you want to go over there and talk?" I'm too shy.
That guy's like, "Look at your body, man." What are you?
Like, I'm a priest. Of course, I want to go over there and talk to you. Sorry, Catholics.
Oh my God.
Like, over there where nobody can see us. Yeah. It's just,
He says, yeah, I wrote it down 'cause he's like, I'm afraid. He's like, you shouldn't be afraid of your body. Like, what the fuck? Like, come
I'll
talk
be
over
afraid.
there. I'm shy.
Oh man,
He takes the priest's robe, knocks him out, takes the priest's robe.
everything. Ooh.
But Conan totally does stick out though from everybody.
I know, and then
Yeah,
he's
he
trying to
does.
like
Yeah.
run up the top of the
Yo,
damn stairs. It's
He
like
cut everybody.
Yep.
Everybody's in line. He's like, get out of the
He's
way.
fucking
Get out the
huge
way.
compared to everybody that's
Hell
in
yeah.
the fucking.
Right.
And you know what? When the guard grabbed that nice, jade
The amulet?
medallion and shit and didn't give it back, that's when I knew I was in trouble. That's like when security takes your ID. You know that shit wasn't, like, yo, wait, that was my pass, yo. Like, they coming for you because they be like, that guy over there with no ID, go get him.
And that's exactly what happens.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's your cue. You
Dulce
better get
comes
the fuck
out.
out of here.
For some reason, when he comes out and he starts speaking, man, holy shit, that totally reminded me of Warriors for some reason. I just thought about like, can you dig it?
I was just about to say that.
Really?
Yeah, because I soon as Jim start talking, I'm like, oh, here it comes. Can you dig it, suckers? I'm like, oh, yeah.
And then he just took a picture. It's like, it was Conan. Conan killed the Warriors.
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they grab him.
Mm-hmm.
And did you notice that the girl who jumped off the cliff, right? When he goes, come here, my
we're
child.
coming-
No, that's
come here,
later.
come here.
Well, yeah.
We're coming in right now.
Come here.
They beat the shit out of him first.
Yeah, they beat the daylight out of that dude.
They beat the fucking brakes off of him.
Oh, yeah.
Then he talked to him about a snake, and yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the look on Thorgrim's face. He is beside himself with grief.
Yes, I was just about to talk about that. Yes. He's like, you broke into my house, you killed my pets, my snake, and that's the one that grieves me the most.
You killed my mother. You killed my
Yes!
father.
You killed my people.
Sword.
Yes. That fucking part is awesome. I love that one.
Definitely.
The way he does that. You killed my mother. You killed my. And we did Batman last week, and I felt so much like the same thing. It was like, well, you created me, I created you.
Right. Oh man.
And that's when the scene starts. When he's come to me, child.
Come to me, child.
Well, that's
She takes the leap.
you were
Tell us
explaining
about
that
yeah.
before.
The girl take the leap off that 182-foot drop.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
biggest.
right.
It's like a record. Yeah.
Yeah, the world record. I was like, God damn, gotta be some kind of record.
Yeah, it was a free fall record or something like that.
Oh, really?
Record. I was like, wow, man, that's some
She was a stunt woman.
crazy stunt woman there.
Now that is
But
power.
that goes back to
Yes.
what we were talking about before. That this is the part where he's explaining, like when he's like, "You kill my people," and that's when he's like, "Oh, that was my younger years when I was worried about,
Yes.
that I wanted to steal, but now I want power. This is power, and then
Yeah, the lady jumped off. Yeah,
yeah. So that goes.
What
back
is
to
steel
what you were talking
compared to the hand that wields it?
yes, exactly.
Dude, I love that you know all the quotes, man. It's awesome. You got all the little ones that you really should know. We really should know. We all should be
Yes.
ashamed.
Yeah.
So now everybody's gonna go watch this movie again.
Well, I figured that in after because he was here.
So they beat him. They beat the shit out of him. He's on the brink of death. They put him on the tree of woe.
Whoa.
So, well, because that they always used to mess. I always remember that because that's a wrestling move.
Yeah.
So when they hang him upside down off the turnbuckle, they call it the tree of woe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh
know
no,
about
he's in the tree of woe.
that. Oh my,
Mike
what a
Nicole.
slobberknocker.
So and he bites the vulture, right? That's
Yes.
fucking a real vulture.
Yes.
It was dead and it was stuffed.
Yeah, they found it.
They found
No,
a
they
dead one.
found it.
Yeah.
And then after he was done biting it, they like cut it real quick and had him rinse real quick.
Yeah. The medics would come over there and give him like fucking shit to rinse out his fucking mouth. Like alcohol shit. That's
So they,
So he wouldn't get no disease.
they had a real live vulture picking at his,
His wounds.
and then for the close-up shot of him biting, that's when they switched it to the dead vulture that they found.
Which
Oh, they
going back
fed
to
him a
that
dead vulture.
Yeah, they literally found a dead vulture
Oh my
on
God,
Like, it
man.
smells. I don't
This is
want to bite
unbelievable.
it.
That's why it was so great. They wanted this shit to be real as possible.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just speaking
Man.
about that, the scene
Mhm.
going back when the dogs were chasing him and he fell in the cave, he really fell and he cut himself.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Look, I'm bleeding." The director does him great. He's like, "John, look, I'm bleeding." He was like, "I know, it looks fucking great. Keep it, leave it."
Yeah, we're not
bleeding
cutting
John.
here. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So they find him and shit like that. And basically, he's like, yeah, he's about to die or whatever. And Valkyrie, Valeria,
Hilarious.
she call her Valkyrie, but I mean, she is a Valkyrie, like at the end.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
Valeria, she's like, yeah, I'll pay the gods a heavy toll or whatever. So maybe I'll come back or whatever and fight for you.
Well, yeah, because Mako's like, nah, you can't be doing that shit, man. You know, like it ain't cool. And she's like, I don't care. Do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you might have to pay a heavy toll. And she was like, I will fight. Even through death, I will fight for him.
Oh yeah, that's when they had them all wrapped up and shit. And
Yeah,
with
yeah.
all the words.
Again, man,
Know the words.
this is like
And
my
then
new
people
fucking
tie-
Valentine's Day movie, man. Fuck say anything, man. I'm saying this is like the most random
Now,
shit
now,
I ever seen.
I
Like,
don't
bitch, she's gonna
understand.
die for you. She's gonna give up her soul and then come back and help you later because she loves you.
Word.
That's what's up.
Word.
Now, what
Yep.
I don't
And
get
yeah,
is
did
that
it?
Mako put all of this spells and shit all over him.
Yeah.
But the thing was still gonna take him if they didn't jump on him. You know,
Yes.
what did it protect?
Yeah, so he looked like Hakushi and shit, man, with all the stuff on his face.
Hakushi, holy
The wrestler,
shit.
the pro wrestler. Remember?
Yeah,
with the
yeah, I
fat
remember
feet?
that guy.
Yes,
I remember
Right
that.
on his-
yes.
Shit.
I forgot
Wow.
about that guy who used to be Prince
Mhm.
Albert, right?
Yeah. Huh?
He used to be
what?
Prince Albert. He used to be
No,
Albert,
it's
right?
it's the Japanese guy. The
Japanese
he had the
guy.
writing on his face, the all white.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Prince
know
Albert
that.
did a little
Yeah.
bit something similar.
Yeah, something
Oh
similar
yeah,
to that.
Prince
Okay.
Albert. Yeah. He came out. Yeah, he had the He came back and then he had the
That was
Japanese
his last
gimmick and the
gimmick,
thing on the
yeah.
Tensai. Yeah. Okay, got it now.
Yeah.
Same gimmick. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, so like you said, Jay, they're fighting the demons and everybody's jumping on top of it and everything. He's going up and down.
Well, not everybody, because Mako fucking ran.
Well, Maka's he's doing a
"Screw you
spell.
guys."
Oh, yeah. He does, yeah,
No,
yeah.
he was
It's
like,
yeah,
"Screw
he
this
runs,
shit."
yeah.
He's like, yo, I told you these guys are coming.
Crying in the cave.
Exactly.
He's fucking awesome, man. Oh, and that's when she says she would fight by his side even through death. No, and then that's when he got the scene where we talked about this in Beastmaster, where whenever you got a sword, you had to do the whole fucking,
Swirling.
the whole fucking.
Well, that's you training so that way you can be better and fight the person that just kicked the shit out of you.
But
It's gotta be a montage.
Right. You got to level up somehow, man. With the
Exactly.
just but looking at that, comparing it to the Beastmaster, like holy fuck, man, what a difference, man. I was like, I should not have watched Beastmaster first before I saw that scene because it was
Yeah,
like,
right. He was throwing that behind his back.
oh, dude, I mean, like, and like, he's fucking flexing, man. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, but then
into that
again,
stuff,
he
but I
did
mean,
have-
he's fucking.
He was trained by like a 9th degree black belt.
Yeah.
Like Eric said, word.
Mhm.
And the sword, and they
Swordsman,
said the sword was heavy as shit too. So it was like,
Hell yeah.
Well, they said he trained like several hours. I think it was 3 hours a day with it was like
How much did it
15
weigh?
pounds or something.
The sword.
It was like 15 pounds or something like that. That's
Was it?
I think it was more than that.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of one-handed action too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, you know what?
It's like-
I have a mock-up sword, just like that. Okay, and let me tell you something. It ain't easy. It's a fake fucking sword, but it's real metal, and that shit you would not freaking just doing one-handed like he was doing. So, like you're like, oh, it's just 15 pounds. But try to do that with like a 5-pound bag of sugar. Like try to do this,
Yeah.
see how easy it is, and then you think about holding a 15
Yeah.
pounds and doing it.
And they're also, they also distribute the weight on those things too. There's like a whole fucking
Yeah, there's a
science to that.
balance on it, so that
Yeah,
way
there's like a balance,
the
yeah.
weight on it. Yeah, so
Learn that
like
from
by
Kill
the
Bill.
hilt, you can balance it off. Crazy.
That was a Kill Bill thing. The what was the name of the sword? I know Eric knows it.
Hakato.
Hattori Hanzo sword. There
There you go.
Hattori Hanzo sword. Man, I had to remember that one. I was drawing a
Hattori,
blank for a
yep.
second.
I used to have a screen when that movie came out. I had to as my screensaver the Hatari's Hanzo sword.
Man, that was the shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good movie. Good movie.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
All the Tarantinos are good, I thought.
I'm a huge fucking Tarantino fan,
Yeah,
and every
me too.
Thanksgiving I watch a
I know.
Tarantino movie.
Hell
Same
yeah,
here.
bro.
Mhm.
Never fail.
I mostly do Django or Jackie Brown, but this
Yeah.
year I love freaking Hollywood.
I don't
Man.
know. I'm more like Hateful Eight and
Hateful Eight
Kill
too is another good
Bill,
one.
Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is probably my all-time favorite out
Yeah,
of those. Out of
well,
those.
my problem is with Pulp Fiction. I watched it so many fucking
So many
times, so
fucking
it's like
Uh,
I'm trying to like
Right.
learn the newer ones more.
Yeah.
Hateful Eight though
Mhm.
is definitely actually you're right because last year I did Hateful Eight.
Did you see that director's cut on Netflix?
Yes,
It's like a 4-part
yes,
episode or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
way
Oh,
longer,
wow,
like
I
4
didn't see
hours
that.
long, pretty much. Yeah, I sat through that last time I watched that movie. So I'm
Oh,
like, shit.
the whole thing right in one shot. I
Yep.
should have did that because I watched it in pieces and it wasn't. I kind of like lost the feeling of it because I love the
Yes.
original play. The movie is like plays like a play,
Mm-hmm.
like you're watching a
Right.
play or something
hmm
like that.
I don't know if I could do that again. Like when that Justice League Snyder cut come out, I'm like, I'll watch it once, and I'm like, it might be a while
Yeah,
before
it's
I do that
4
again.
hours,
You
man.
know?
That's it. That's a
Yeah.
long
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Man.
damn, it's
I'm
4
bad with that.
hours.
Speaking of, I know we're going up. Hey, this is a movie freaking podcast, so we can talk.
Right. hmm
Um, I just watched Heat for the first time since it
hmm
came out, and everybody always freaking
Wow.
loves that movie and everything. And I'm like, I don't remember this movie.
Pacino and De Niro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
and I have it on Blu-ray. I have it on a
Uh-huh.
set. It's called like the Ultimate Gangster set. It has like Untouchables, Mean
Oh shit.
Streets.
Nice.
Uh, what's the other Scorsese? Oh, Goodfellas.
hmm
So
Yeah.
I was passing by. So when I was on vacation last week, I was like, let me just finally sit down and watch this thing. And I was like, all right, it was a good movie. They were fucking
Uh-huh.
great. But I was like, 3 hours is too long on this fucking movie. I can't do that
Well, I
again.
think that's the
Mhm.
biggest complaint about that movie, wasn't it?
Mhm.
People rave about that movie like it's the best thing since.
I like it, man. It was nonstop action. I mean, it even still holds up to this day. But yeah, that shootout scene, man,
The
fucking
shootout scene was great,
phenomenal.
but I don't think it was
Fucking
nonstop action. I
phenomenal.
felt like I was waiting too
Yeah.
long. I felt like he was
Yeah.
getting into too many characters, and I was just
Right.
like,
Uh-huh.
fuck. And then Al
Yeah.
Pacino when he does that scene with the I know who you are because you're in there and you're talking to this girl because she got a great big ass.
He's always got one of those lines. You gotta claw your fingernails.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Before
And
we
he's
get back to
there
talking about
laughing
favorite.
his ass off.
you saying, Eric?
Favorite scene of the movie though, man, when he goes into his house and he catches his wife cheating on him and he just flips
Yes.
out, man. That was just awesome, man.
Didn't you
Sit down,
posted that?
Ralph.
I think that was one of the reasons why I decided to watch this because you posted like a quote. So Eric is known to
Yeah.
post quotes for movies. You got me stumped on the last two. The last two, I have no clue who they were.
Mhm.
What they were.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I do a lot of gangster flicks, action films, comedies.
Yeah.
My favorite movies. October, I'll do like strictly horror, just stuff like
I
that.
usually
So
get them. But
yeah,
let's see, you got
you
me
get the
stumped.
horror stuff. Yeah. Mhm.
Hey,
Yep.
Where were we?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we're
where
at
were we? Shit.
Conan, get
I know, man.
Conan.
Listen, man. That was fun, man. This is, I
Mhm.
mean, the main reason why I created this podcast during this
Uh-huh.
fucking bullshit COVID crap is to feel
Ugh.
like you're hanging out with friends that you fucking just chilling out and hanging out. And look, we got new friends from Minnesota. So like, fucking, how
Yeah.
awesome is that? And we bullshit. We bullshit.
Yeah.
That was
Absolutely.
a great fucking. It's
What
great.
hmm
So
Oh yeah.
so they're planning now. They're planning, and Mako, the wizard, he says don't kill
Oh.
Thulsa yet. Just get the girl and get the fuck out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basically.
yeah.
And they're like, Conan, can you do that? And he won't promise that shit because he's mad. he's like,
He didn't say nothing.
he's
He
he's
didn't say
sharpening his
nothing.
sword. He's
He
just
sharpened
like,
his sword.
I ain't
And
saying
that goes
shit.
back to him never saying anything to
Yeah.
Valerian.
Yeah.
He
But you,
never,
he was just reborn. I mean, he fucking.
Reborn. I believe in Christ and his ways.
Just
You believe in your
baptized
Lord
it.
That's
Savior?
true though, man.
What
That's
up?
true.
He got
Um,
furious.
He's mad that he just got his ass kicked and almost died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
He ain't got
saying.
no other thought in his fucking head.
Exactly. He
Right.
just died.
He's a barbarian, damn it.
I
He's
can't
a
believe they
barbarian.
took him too, because they were like, yeah, like we need thieves, but not thieves that want vengeance. Can you do that? And he was
Yeah.
like, it's like one answer. I would be like, that means you gotta stay, because you're gonna fuck shit up.
Yep.
Last thing you need on the job is that loose cannon that you can't, rely on.
Right.
Right.
So
then
now they
they
sneak
slip
into the cave.
fire. Yeah.
The orgy.
Yeah, the orgy scene, and then they got the cool fucking makeup
Alex.
scene. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
That's good.
Conan.
That's awesome, man.
Funko
That's
Pop.
That's
freaking
my
awesome.
favorite
Changed it
fucking
up.
pop. I had to have some prop tonight.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
That's cool.
Yeah, they got that fucking the cool shoe polish. I call it the shoe polish makeup.
Mhm.
Thinking about Clerks, you shoe polish smelling motherfucker. But yeah, so they go to the orgy room and they got the hot soup.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Hot soup.
With the
Yeah, the people. And it's funny too, because I just noticed that in the background, you know, like they had all these people
Yes.
strung up like pigs, you know, like with their guts open, like basically like a deer, you know, like how you bleed out a deer and all that.
Mhm.
You know, like, yeah, they just all had them in the background and stuff. And then you see
Yeah,
like that lady came over and just grabbed some soup and just started munching on a hand. It's like, damn,
word.
crazy. It's just like that.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either. Now I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are cannibals.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Hey,
Like, you know,
if
you like
Tulsa
really-
Doom says the soup is good. The soup is good. Damn it.
I think I'll take the special.
Under the spell.
Check, please.
Wait a minute, I ordered the
Found a
special.
hand in this soup.
I didn't get a toenail in my soup.
Yeah.
Why?
I heard I'm flying this soup, but this is ridiculous.
And while all that's going on now, Tulsa is starting to turn into the snake, which is really cool fucking.
Yeah, that was a cool scene.
Well, I
The
don't know
transformation?
about that. I was a little disappointed in that transition.
Fucking
I-
1982, you rat bastard.
But
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Imagination, damn it.
look what they did with American Werewolf in London. Don't give me that crap. I mean, at least they could have done, you know, like how they were doing like that quick, like boom, boom, boom. You know, like they could have at least had his eyes closed and then switched over and then he opened it. But it was just like, you know, like these quick successions. You know, like, I don't know, man. You know, like it could have been blended a little bit nicer. You know, like you could have. I think it was just too like amateurish.
We got to understand too, the blood in that movie that they used, it was concentrate. So they had, instead of water, they used vodka
That's cool.
for the
too, man.
cold, as the antifreeze, so it doesn't freeze outside. And all the people were drinking it.
I was gonna say all
Yeah,
that.
they kept going back to special effects. They were like, oh yeah, instead of spitting it out, they were swallowing it.
Swallowing it.
That's a good one, Chops.
You know?
But yeah, so save for Jason's opinion. It's still pretty cool fucking effect. I think it is. You know, like I
Yeah,
said,
it was.
it's not
It was cool.
CGI,
Yes.
and you know, not everybody can be American Werewolf in London. That's why that's still one of the greatest movies of all time. Greatest
saying,
werewolf.
man, you know.
Fucking excellent movie. I like
Hell
it.
yeah. Hell yeah.
So he changes into a snake,
Yes.
and then
They
start
just start
killing
fighting,
everybody.
right? They start
Yeah.
killing everybody. Man, they're going that scene is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
They just start
killing
fucking slashing the shit out of everybody. Heads getting
Yeah.
cut off.
Yep.
And then he dumps the soup over everybody. Well, yeah,
Not
because
the
then
soup over.
you guys
He
come
dumps
over
the
the
soup
guy,
down
right?
the stairs, and nobody's
Down
on
the
the stairs.
stairs.
No,
It's
there's
like-
that one guy.
He's like, oh no, we can't go up the stairs. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, no, they're really mad. He just fucked up dinner, man.
Yo, they were pissed, yo.
I was gonna say that's all he
Split
did. He
pea.
really just pissed everybody off even more. You know?
Split pea soup, damn it, why?
And he starts fighting. He starts fighting. What's his name? Rexor. Rexor is
Yes.
the football player guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the hammer guy, right?
Stevenson, and then the hammer guy too. That's
Hairband.
no, he Eric said the name before. Thorlin or something like that.
Thorgrim.
Thorgrim.
Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he knocks down the pillow with the hammer. He's like, oh, I didn't know this thing could do this. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the way he looked at it, right?
Yeah, he's like, oh shit. I guess I'm just gonna blame that on Conan when the boss comes.
So while they're escaping, they grab the princess.
Mm.
They start running, whatever. They come outside or whatever. Fucking what's his name? Dulce's pissed now. He does like some little speech again.
Yeah, you're doing something like I want almost like the De Niro speech. I want his house burned to the ground.
It's funny. It's funny.
Like,
Jason.
you will know.
Jason just did De Niro's speech in Al Pacino's voice. He's like,
Oh.
all I know is I want his house burnt to the ground.
I'm sorry. I was mixing it up
you
with
can do Al Pacino good, Luis. That's pretty good, man.
I do it with Dick Tracy.
Wow. Yeah.
Big boy.
Big boy. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
So a lot of people like nuts.
Say goodbye to air. Great, man.
Oh, man.
So Thulsa comes outside. He takes the snake and he turns it into an arrow.
It's crazy shit.
He's like, seek or something like that. Seek or find him.
Yeah, it's just something like
Yeah,
that.
see,
Oh yeah, he's like Seek. Yeah, and then he straightens it out. And...
Yeah, straight up.
shoot you.
And then she goes, she's like, I paid the price to the gods for you. You know?
Yes.
Hold me, take my last breath.
Yeah, he got her pretty good because she was pretty much gone, man. So it was like she
Yeah.
was super far away. So he got her. I was like, damn, how the hell he hit her?
I
was like,
just noticed that too. The first time I ever thought about, because first of all, I never really heard him say seek.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, okay. So that motherfucker was flying, man.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're gonna go down that road, I mean, how the hell did you get the snake to stand still like that?
He was a snake
You know,
guy.
wizard, he just turned into a snake, and you fucking question
Yeah,
that.
No. I'm
Snake
saying,
man,
I'm
you know?
saying that you're questioning how far he shot the thing. I'm saying I didn't get to do that to begin with.
It's
Yeah, I don't know,
1982.
like the Rat King in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he could control Splinter, man. So I guess he can control all the snakes, make them just
That's true.
listen up like a
Never
board
thought
and
about
shit,
that.
man. I don't know.
That's a good fucking point.
Mhm.
Never
Yeah.
thought about that.
Mhm.
And only just because I got into that CGI Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shit. That was so good. The TV show, that was so good. Not the new shit, the last one they did. All right.
And
Yeah.
he killed Conan. He killed Conan's girl. Conan is
What's over there?
furious.
Yep.
And the guy, the archer was crying. He's like, "Why are you crying?" He's like, "Because Conan
man.
don't cry. I cry for him."
Yes. Because Conan won't cry. I cry
That
for
was
that.
beautiful.
Fucking, that
man.
was great,
Yeah,
that
that was
scene.
beautiful.
That was. That really was.
Like, you know, that's his brother. That's his brother right there.
Typical dramatic line of a sidekick, man. Fucking just
Well,
beautiful.
Yeah, that was fucking definitely kudos. So now they start setting up the traps and everything. And again, I was saying about how John Milius created all those traps. Everything worked. The spike that spins around,
Yeah.
everything was official. So that's fucking cool as fuck, man. 'Cause,
He's some director, man. He's like a survivalist too, man. He
Oh,
knows
I'm
how
telling
to
you,
shoot
I-
arrows.
I think that
and make these
the
traps.
Milius one is on Prime too. Watch it. Like I said,
All
you
right.
remember the Big Lebowski,
Mm-hmm.
John Goodman's character?
Mm-hmm.
They totally based him on that and everything. He would just like go off on these rampages. He would like fucking shoot at people. Like, he was crazy.
Man. All right, I'm on that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're doing the trap thing, and that's where he does the whole speech,
Speech to Crom.
the crumb. I have never prayed
Okay.
for. I know he goes. I have never prayed to you before because I never had the time.
The tongue. I
Oh,
never
is
had
that what
the
he
tongue
said?
for it.
He says the
The
tongue.
tone.
Yep, I never had the tongue for it. Yep.
Oh
Oh.
shit! I thought he said time. Okay.
That makes
thought it was
sense
tongue.
now.
that
you know,
does.
I'm
That
I'm
really
thinking it's
does.
tongue, man. Yeah,
Tongue.
yeah.
That's fucking
No
good
tongue
shit.
for it. Yeah. Because he says
And
earlier, he says earlier in the movie, he's like, I seldom pray to him because he does not answer, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
He said
yes,
that to the he said that to Sibutai, yeah.
yes.
Now, if Crumb was supposed to be from the ground, right?
No.
Crom.
No, that's what his father said.
Mountain.
His father
he's
said,
up in the
Goes to
mountains.
his father said the ground of something in the beginning of the movie.
No, the mountain.
No.
Steel
He was
comes from the
saying
mountain.
that, because he was saying like the gods fought and just something like that, and at the end of it, steel was
Crumb.
left and man found it, and it was entrusted to
Okay.
man.
Because that goes
Okay.
back to what Subutai said. He was like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
your God is underneath my God.
But he looks up when he prays to him, right? Conan?
That's what we're talking about. He is up.
Oh,
Yeah, he was looking
Up in the
up. Yeah,
mountain.
you got good point.
Up in the
Josh.
mountain.
Good point.
okay. But he looks up.
You know?
He looks up.
You know, and when you pray to Zeus, you look up.
Gotcha,
Yeah, and I'm
gotcha.
gonna tell you something too, because there was a theater, a retro theater that's like not barely a mile away from my place. Before this COVID shit happened, I used to go watch, all the older movies like Conan,
That's fucking
Lethal
cool.
Weapon, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, I went to go see Conan at this theater, man. And when he said that prayer, dude, the theater was packed. It went
That's
fucking nuts,
awesome.
man. They're
That's
like,
fucking awesome.
yeah,
I
man.
was telling these guys, I love going to see old movies where like a whole group of people that are there for that movie because you just get such a
Yeah,
bigger feeling because everybody's a fan. They know what the
Yeah.
movie is.
yeah. I
It's a
love that
huge,
shit, man.
it is,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
Was
They
it
make
was
the
it the
Love it,
Alamo
fun.
man.
Draft House?
No, it's not the Alamo Draft House, but there is an Alamo Draft House here in Minnesota. I went to go see Total Recall last year at the Alamo Draft
Nice.
House. There's this independent theater called Parkway Theater. Just like I said, like not even a mile away, and they were doing a bunch of retro movies too. So I think I saw Psycho there, Conan, Lethal Weapon. I'm trying to think of something else. 9 to 5, Texas Chainsaw
Holy shit!
Massacre.
Wow, 9 to 5.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there watching a bunch of these
Damn
movies.
close.
Because it was so cheap too. So it was like $10 for a ticket.
Yeah,
so you go see
exactly.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's what Alamo does. Yeah.
I saw Big Trouble in Little China. And my girlfriend's like, why are you going to see these movies? Because you already have them at home anyway. I'm like, for one, I never got the chance to see these on the big screen. So this will be my
Word.
opportunity to see this on the big screen. And two, you don't go, not only do you go there for the movie, but you go there for the other people too, because they're fans just like you. So you get the
You
reactions
feed off.
and
You
everything
feed
like
off of
that.
it. You feed off
The
the
Yeah,
energy.
you feed off the
Exactly.
Fucking
energy of
100%,
the
man.
other
Yeah.
people.
Totally.
Yep, so
It's all about the experience.
They're
It's like
opening
when
up
you,
the Alamo Draft House literally a block away from my house, but COVID fucked it up. Now I'm like, hurry up, man, open that shit up because
yeah.
we saw a trauma movie at Alamo, but I saw like Rambo, First Blood at Alamo with the director
Oh,
there.
sweet.
Yeah, that was fucking cool as fuck. But the same
Yeah.
thing, man. It really does. It's just a great fucking feel.
it's like experience, man.
There for a
I
reason.
like
I saw American Werewolf in London with John Landis there. That was
You saw
fucking
that one there
shit.
too? Oh,
It wasn't at
sweet,
Alamo.
man,
That was
yeah.
at it was like another small independent.
You went there quite frequently. I think I've probably been to the Alamo maybe twice. One was the Total Recall, and the other one I saw. What the fuck was that movie? I don't know. It was like a karate movie. It came out last year with Jesse Eisenberg or something like that. I forgot what it was called though, but it was.
Yes. I didn't like that movie. I wasn't.
It
What,
was like a
American
dark
Ultra?
comedy. It was weird.
No,
Yeah.
it was weird. Yeah, it was a dark. Yeah,
Mhm.
I wasn't a fan of it. Something Taekwondo
Yeah.
or something like that. Or
Mhm.
Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
All right, so we're almost done here. So that's why I'm saying let's go on. That's why I'm.
Yep. Let's go on. We got the prayer. Mhm.
We got this,
Yeah.
man.
So,
Yeah, and they had the fucking coolest ass fight scenes, man. You just fucking just them two were taking everybody out.
yeah.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
you know the wizard, he comes with all the armor and stuff.
He looked like a big ass.
Yeah,
turtle.
he's like a big, all the pots and pans are all over the place.
Look like he belong in Time Bandits or something.
Oh, yeah. He stabs him and he's like, I did it. I did it.
Yeah. So he says it with his fucking spear. That's great. And he
Yeah,
falls
good
down.
guy.
He can't get up. He's on his back.
Yeah, he's like,
And they're like, oh, the guys are gonna watch you and see you fight. And Conan goes, are they gonna help? He goes, no. Then tell them to stay out of the way.
yeah, but it was definitely strategic to go fight those guys over by those pillars because it's the only way you can do it. You gotta break them up.
And so
And
like
it goes back to you were talking about the director being strategic.
yeah, and he's
Right.
he's so into like all these strategies of like the wars and shit like that, and how people like battle the bulge, stuff like that. So yeah, it was like
I tell you, after I read
Yeah,
the book, the Art of War, Tao Sun's Art of War, that like opened my eye up to like strategy. Like it was like, oh my god, like the stuff that goes into planning this stuff is insane.
I read that too. Well, actually, no.
You could
Back in
see
the
it,
book,
you
I
know,
read.
like you could apply it right into that fight. You know. What were you
I
saying?
said I read that. No, I said I read that too, but it was the back of the book.
Sun Tzu's Art of War, right? Was it Sun Tzu?
Sun Tzu,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably like one of the only real books that I've actually finished front to back.
That book's good. I like that one, Book of Five Rings. That's another one you gotta check out too. By Miyamoto Musashi, man. He was like a fucking just badass samurai or warrior back in the day too.
Oh,
So
yeah?
he had a war tactician, just like Sun Tzu. So yeah, he had some good stuff too. That's another one.
That's cool. Fuck.
But sure. The fight scene?
Yeah, so
Yep.
we're at the so I mean he fight what's his name? Thorgrim? I don't know why I
Yeah.
can't
Thor
remember
Grim.
that name
Yep,
for
you
some
got
reason.
it.
But yeah, he hits the sword. I mean, he hits the helmet.
Mhm.
He's hitting Conan, and then that giant spike comes around, and
Yeah,
Smack
it
him.
reminded me of
That was awesome.
Predator.
Yeah,
There's a couple
didn't
of scenes that reminded
Valeria
me of Predator.
and First Blood too.
Yeah.
Yeah, first blood.
yeah, didn't Valeria come and blind him, I think?
So no,
First
yeah,
time?
that's when he fights there. Then he's fighting
Oh.
Rexor.
Oh, it was Rexor. Okay,
Yeah,
Rexor's
the
still
big dude.
alive. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That guy was huge too. I forgot how big he was. I know he was huge.
Mhm.
And and then Valeria comes over and slashes his eyes just as he's about to hit
Mhm.
Conan, and she's like, "Do
Mhm.
you want to live forever?" She does that same
Right.
line, whatever.
Yes.
Mhm.
Fucking Conan gets up and music fucking swells up
Yeah.
again, and
Yeah, looking like Shira and that shit, man. She had the
She
like
did.
shiny armor and everything.
She
No,
had
blink
wings. She had
Yep.
wings, dude.
She-
I'm like, what the fuck?
So
Right.
I didn't know that she was in this movie, but I never seen this movie. But it was the Bob Fosse movie, All That Jazz with Roy Schneider
Uh-huh.
from
Okay.
George.
She was in that.
Yeah, she was in that. And she was a dancer.
Oh, okay.
And John
Oh.
Milius watched that and saw her, and she does this like really erotic dance. And he
Yeah.
was like, "That's my Valkyrie."
Yeah.
So again, that's why I always knew her
Yeah,
as
he thought
Valkyrie.
the flexibility or something like that would
Yeah,
add
so
to the character.
no. He was just like
Oh,
she just had this boldness about her.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
she had this like badass kind of thing about her. Like she was like,
big and ass
that's a
body
Valkyrie.
too, you know.
Yeah,
She was hot
never
though.
hurts.
Yep.
And
Never.
she was also in Hell Comes to Frogtown with
Oh,
Roddy
really?
Piper.
Wow.
I need to revisit that one,
I
man.
saw that
Shit, it's
like
been a
once.
while, man.
I just watched it recently because
I
Joe
need to
Bob Briggs
revisit
did it. Joe Bob Briggs did it on Shudder, and I
Yeah.
watched it again. I was like, all right, that was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
she also,
say,
I think she's also in Red Sonja too.
Yeah.
Was she in Red Sonja? I know he was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, I think she's in Red
That
Sonja
one.
too. I think.
Shit.
That one
Red
was.
Sonja, man, that was such a disappointment with the fake Conan. It's like, why is Arnold here and not Conan? Like, what the fuck? That was ridiculous. That's such a fucking tease. I remember that was the
Yeah.
biggest sell when they said that Red Sonja is coming out. All Schwarzenegger's in. Oh fuck, we're gonna have
Oh,
Conan and Red Sonja in a movie.
You think of
That'd be
Conan
awesome,
3
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but Red Sonja takes place in the Conan universe, so it
Mhm.
kind of makes sense. I think, if I'm not,
Right,
if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken, I think I'm pretty sure
Right.
they do.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so.
I don't know. Their costumes look similar, so put them in the
Back to that whole
same.
destroyer shit. What the fuck happened to Destroyer? All right.
Yeah, that should be the tagline, man. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Documentary. What the fuck happened to Destroyer?
Like, how is
man?
this movie so great? And then you got Destroyer.
Right.
So
Literally.
hmm
yeah, so that's it. Everybody's dead. And then we go back to Tulsa.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah. Tulsa,
Oh no. Tulsa's gonna kill the princess.
Yeah. He tries to
Yeah.
do that snake thing again, and Scimitar comes over there.
I love that Eric taught us how to pronounce his name now perfectly.
Yeah.
Like,
Scimitar.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
sitting there talking like I know it the whole time and stuff, you know.
I know. I
Like, of course I knew I'm a scholar, you know.
It doesn't matter. I know what you guys are talking about. Shit.
You know, the dude.
Yeah, the guy, man. Yeah, the arcade. Surfer guy.
Yeah, so he saves her and stuff. It's funny. It's like, save me. Wait a minute. Don't kill me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He does switch that up really quick.
Hell yeah.
It's funny. If you listen in the background, because they don't show her saying that, but you hear her in the background going, "Don't kill me! Don't kill
Yeah,
me!"
exactly. He's like, I know what that snake means. I know what you're doing. You know. So yeah. So then we move over. It's dark time and stuff, and he's trying to tell everybody that he's controlling the people. You know, James Earl Jones with the fire.
So now with the new edition, and so when I bought this Blu-ray, I had Miguel, my younger brother, me and Jason's younger brother, come over to watch it because we're huge fans of this.
Right.
And we're like, what the fuck is going on? I don't remember this scene. And Conan enters the temple with the princess. They show
Oh
it.
shit.
They show her walking in there, and she's walking forward, and he's like sneaking up behind and killing all the guards because she's passing all the guards, and he's sneaking up behind them, killing all the
I was
guards.
wondering.
Okay,
Okay.
I don't remember this. I'm buying the fucking Blu-ray, man. I had it on DVD. I had the,
No, because
Yeah,
I
I
just
had
watched the HBO version. That wasn't in it. You know. Yeah, you got to get the
yeah,
special.
and I have it on Vudu, so I was watching it on Vudu the other day. So
Yeah, but it doesn't
remember that.
even announce anything on the Blu-ray
that's
saying like the
cool.
special edition. So
Wow.
and like it goes on and on. Where now it goes to the regular scene. So now he does the whole Darth Vader shit. Basically, he's like, I'm your father now.
Yeah,
That's
I
like,
made you.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
would
Come
your
to
world
me, my
be without
son.
me, boy?
who now is your father if it's not me? He said,
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's not true.
Without me,
It's
yeah.
impossible.
Exactly. And he's like, without me, then you don't exist. He's like, bitch.
I don't know. He started looking like for a while. He was thinking about it.
Well,
He's
no,
like,
because he has the power. Because he's a
Yeah.
wizard. So he was like
Yeah.
hypnotizing him, and then
Yeah, totally.
Conan fucking snaps out of it and shit, and
he gives that look.
yeah, hell yeah, fucking. I love that hacking scene, man. It takes
Yeah.
3 hacks to get his head off.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wait,
did he use this? Did he use his father's sword for that?
Yep.
Yeah, it was broken. It was
No,
broken. That's
broken.
Oh
probably
yeah,
why.
the broken one.
Broken.
Yeah, he used the broken sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I didn't catch
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally
Because
broken.
because after he fights everybody in that scene, he holds the 2 swords up.
Yeah.
One is
Yeah.
broken. So the father's
It's
sword is the broken one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't catch
Yep.
that. Okay.
And
Well,
that's
that's
when
why
you
I
chop
was.
his head off.
Yeah, I was going back with the Atlantean steel. I didn't want to jump ahead of it, but that's why they wanted to show that sword was stronger than the father's sword, was because it was the Atlantean steel, and
God,
it just
makes sense.
showed that, you know.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Oh,
This is why I love this movie, man. Learn new shit every time, man.
right.
I definitely think I learned the most out of it this time.
Yeah.
Now
too.
you got to dissect it and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're looking for shit and everything.
Yeah.
So now back in the special edition now, after he does that and he throws the head down,
Mhm.
it goes to the princess. Again, watching this happen. She's sitting there on the side watching it. And then it jumps into everybody, after everybody leaves, man. I felt bad for those people who were like, shit, what are we going to do now, man? Everybody's just like, shit, I'm
That's what I'm
playing my
thinking,
next
like-
couple of years.
Yeah, they all just like, oh,
He gave
shit,
up
I
on
guess
that religion mad quick.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Wait,
They're
wait
like,
up,
no.
man.
We can elect a new pope.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you guys
I
believe in
guess
that shit.
I could sell some lizard meat.
But it was like, was there any, he didn't have a second in charge? He didn't have somebody that could also preach?
Well, he killed them all. Conan killed
Yeah.
them all. His
Yeah, he
second and
killed the
third
top-
judge.
Well, he killed his top,
the top 2.
warriors. His
And the
warriors.
priest, not
Top
too.
warriors,
But
he
he
don't.
went in
Oh
there,
yeah,
he
his
was
priest
killing
too. I
all
guess.
these
Yeah.
people, you know,
Mhm.
he's going at it. And
I agree.
who,
Yeah.
who wants to follow the low-level priest?
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, it took a long time.
It's like
for-
L. Ron Hubbard is dead, but we'll follow John Travolta.
Exactly, you know.
We're good, man. You know what? I heard Christianity's pretty good.
Collapse happened. Like it's
Everybody's going to.
clear that stadium out. It was like, geez, man. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, go.
Exactly.
And it's funny too, because it's like you see him sitting there, he's just philosophizing.
So now in the special
whole time.
edition, it goes to the that pond where they're like throwing all the candles into.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
picked off.
Yeah.
Now the princess at the end, like Conan sitting there, he's thinking about shit. Then the princess shows up there, and then he looks at her or whatever, and then that's when he picks up the thing and throws the torch thing into the
Yeah.
to set fire to stone.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what the fuck
It's
is that?
supposed to be
Fucking-
one take. Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is up there that's catchable? But and he walks off. He grabs the princess's hand and he walks off with her, and then he picks her up and he walks off into the sunset, and that's how they end the movie. How crazy is
Wow.
this shit? How
That
crazy
would've
is
been-
this shit?
Hell
No,
yeah.
Okay,
What were you gonna say,
I'm
Chops?
buying this.
What were you gonna say, Chops? Because
I was gonna say that he was gonna that swinging with the ball of fire.
Yeah.
He was supposed to do it. He was supposed to go through a window through the middle of the set, and he missed it, Conan. And he hit the back of it, and he's like, "Oh shit, it's starting to burn. We can't do a retake. Just let it go. Let it go."
Yeah, he
let
wound
it
up
go."
burning the whole set down. Yeah, he hit the wrong thing. So
Hey, Mike, pack your shit up. Get out of here. We gotta get out of here before cops come.
Right.
It's funny too, because that reminds me. I was just telling the story about how when we were younger, and Chops hit my car. We were all in his car. He hits my car. He backs up. He hits my car, and he tries to run away. I'm like, "Where you going? That was my car. Stop the car. I want to see what you did to my car."
It's like maybe he didn't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, what the-
I had no
Oh,
clue.
man.
Did you get to watch this with Lucas?
What? No, I didn't. He was hanging out with his friends. So, yeah, I didn't want to
All right,
put
man. And then we come to an end, man. There it is, man. We did Conan.
Conan,
Yes.
and guess what?
Conan.
You know what it's time for? Dun, 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 dun. Boogaloo News. The budget for this movie
Oh, we
was
forgot about that.
$20 million. The opening weekend, it made $9.6 million. Domestic total, $69 million.
I heard something like $180 million because I saw a thing that Arnold Schwarzenegger was able to do one of those things where he got 5% of the box office, or he wound up like killing
He did.
it.
He got five.
Yeah,
five-
because
yeah,
they
he
wound
got-
up making like 1 million, 180 million or something like that, you know, and like I can't like that.
I got it from a pretty reliable source.
Yeah, what, the internet? You believe everything you read?
No, it was a movie thing, okay?
Yeah, Chops, you were way off, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's no way. 9 million, 9 million might
Yeah,
have been a
man,
movie in
hell
the
no.
50s.
9.6
What?
million opening weekend.
No, it
Opening
made
weekend back in
39.
1982.
Yeah, it made 39 million
I mean-
domestic. On
Mhm.
What the fuck?
yeah.
I looked at the wrong.
Oh
I
no,
looked
no,
it up.
it didn't. Oh no, okay, he's right. He's right. It did make 9
Yeah.
million opening weekend. Okay, I'm sorry, I looked at
Yeah.
the wrong thing. Altogether, domestic it made 39 million,
I
and
said
worldwide it
69.
made 68 million.
No, okay.
Yeah, well, I'd gone worldwide 69 million domestic
Okay.
total.
Oh yeah, just to be okay. So all right, my bad.
The shit
All
made
right,
money.
so-
The shit made
Damn,
money.
man.
There you
Shut
go.
us all
I
up.
do my job. I do my
Man,
job. Right,
yeah.
man. Damn.
On that note, don't forget to subscribe and click on like
Subscribe button.
subject real quick.
And Eric, you got something you want to say?
What's that?
You got podcast, right? That's correct.
No, he's got his website. He's got his
Website, yeah.
Oh, my plug.
Promote your
Okay,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have my website, Ultra Rich Action, and variety. So we talk about a variety of things, which includes like action films, kaiju movies, martial art movies, horror films, and stuff like that too. Video games. So it's pretty much like a guide page, chill. You know, talk about whatever you like and stuff like that.
I'm gonna throw a link on the thing. It's a great fucking group. That's how I met him before that, before he created it. But I think that's where we got close, where we started talking more. It's just fun, man. It's great people.
Yeah.
Just don't ask about percentages of how much fighting is going on.
I forgot about that guy. Oh my god. Shit, man. I forgot.
No, you gotta tell the story real quick, man.
Okay, yeah. There was this young guy. His name was Jay. I think he came from one of the kung fu sites. So I don't know who added him to the page, but he comes out of nowhere and he's bringing up random movies and he's like, I haven't seen this before. What percentage of fighting is in this movie? Whatever and stuff like that. So
Seriously,
he kept asking about every single movie
Yeah.
about percentages, man. Until like some people thought it was like it was crazy because half the people thought it was hilarious, was a fun gimmick, and then the other half got annoyed with it. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this guy too? Man?
It's funny at first because you didn't think he was fucking for real.
Points back and shit, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
You
funny.
literally didn't think he was real at first, and then it was like he literally wanted to know what the percentage.
I would have made up some numbers. I would have put this many punches, this many kicks, this many bullets.
No, it was crazy. And he had that one movie that he was like, oh, it was like 98% fighting or something. The Bangkok one.
Bangkok Knockout, man.
Yes!
He was freaking obsessed with Bangkok Knockout.
He
man.
was.
That was like the best movie ever, and I'm like, okay, let me check it out because I was at Big Lots one day and I saw it for like $1.50. I'm like, well, you know what? Nothing to lose. So I watched it. I'm like, well, it's pretty decent, but I don't think it's like the best thing ever, man.
Yeah,
You
exactly. It was all right.
know? Yeah.
It was on Netflix for a while too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it, Louis?
Yeah. I did. I was like, yeah,
Did
it
you
was cool.
think
I
that
mean,
was
yeah, it
good
was.
as he thought it was?
No,
He was
definitely
"It's
not
okay."
as good as he thought it was. He put that
He
shit
thought
on a
it was
pedestal.
on the pedestal.
What's this pedestal thing?
Yeah, I know, right? It was all fun and games too, man. And then he started just, like just, getting like personal, just sending me all kinds of weird like inbox messages and stuff, trying to ask me all types of personal questions and like
Damn.
trolling me and stuff like that too. And that's when I had to
He
let him
probably
know.
thought
But
you
it
were a
was just,
teenage girl.
That's not cool, man.
No, it was funny though because like it literally like
uh-huh.
like it's an on running joke for all the original
Right.
members of his group.
Yeah,
It's like everybody remembers that guy.
Yeah, so
Good
I don't
stuff,
know.
man.
It was good stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It was a great time, man.
Yeah, man. It was, man. And like I said, man, and me and you always connected with the '80s movies, and I am fucking glad as fuck that you came back.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Thanks for
by.
inviting me
Definitely.
again too, man.
Oh, man,
It was
yes,
You're
man.
always welcome, dude. Always.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
we're
man.
gonna start going back to the every 2 week thing. I still want to
Uh-huh.
Lethal Weapon 2 because I feel like that movie's fucking awesome.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite fucking action flicks
Yeah.
after Die Hard.
Have you found your special guest for that one yet?
Nope, and that's what I'm asking.
That's what I'm
How are
asking.
you on Lethal Weapons?
How am I on Lethal Weapons? Pretty decent. Pretty decent.
All right. Well,
I think
if anything, listen, we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah.
okay.
I know there's a bunch of movies that that I follow you on.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we'll definitely talk about something. But
Okay.
yeah, dude, thanks a lot for being here, man.
Oh, thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
inviting me
Yeah,
again.
thanks a lot,
I had a
man.
blast. Always.
Oh,
Was,
Thank
man.
you, Luis,
Conan, we
and,
kicked the shit out of Conan, man.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
we
yeah.
sure
That was a
did,
rough
man.
one.
We had.
I was like, man, this is a lot of shit to this. I was like,
That's what I was
we
telling
fucking
you
had a
beforehand. I was
blast.
like, there was so
It's
much
so
in this
fucking
movie,
deep.
man. It was just all over the place.
It was a little
Yeah,
deeper
it
than I
was, man.
I remembered. I was just like, because
Yeah.
now I'm like writing notes and shit. I'm like, holy shit, there's things here. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just
Lot
want
of
to see Conan
information
kick
to it,
ass.
man.
It was
Mhm.
fucking awesome, man. Thank you
Yep,
for coming
awesome.
here.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Thank you.
All right, man.
All right,
Have a
thanks a
good
lot.
night, everybody.
Yep.
Check out our other podcasts. I'm gonna throw up on the other ones. The last one that Eric did with us, which was Jason Part 5, Friday 13 Part 5.
Which is
Check
getting
that
good
one
reviews,
out.
by the way.
Yes, we're getting
Sweet.
nice views on there.
Thank
Don't
you,
forget
guys.
to subscribe and like us, on Facebook and YouTube.
And Jay, now you could point up and everything because now I learned how to put the buttons on. So
You know where to put it up because last time I saw it down, so I don't know,
oh, well, that's the subscribe, but then the one at the ending is at the up.
Oh, so like.
There you go. Perfect. That was perfect. No, you just did it the first time. This is what I got to deal with all my time, my whole life. I love this
All
guy.
righty.
Good
I love all you.
Bye, Eric.
All right, guys.
All
Have a
right,
good
I'll
night.
see
Stay
you.
safe.
Yep. Good night.
Yes.
Stay safe.
Take it
Stay
easy,
warm.
brothers.
All right, man.
Yes.
Peace now.
Take it easy.
I'll see you later.
That was fucking fun, man.
Yeah.
That was fucking way better than I remember. I thought it was gonna be. Jay just
We're
jumped.
done, record.
What?
We're done, yeah.
Oh shit.